suffering from depression. And I'm making this video because I don't know what else to do. This all started because, well, it was my birthday a few days ago, and everyone else is like celebrating, and they're like, "Yay, we're gonna get you presents." Which, by the way, I had some really shitty presents this year. I had 10 T-shirts and a $50 gift card. Which, if you've been on the channel long enough, I've discussed many times why I hate gift cards. But anyways, the shitty birthday presents aren't a problem. I honestly wasn't even expecting any at all. Honestly, this birthday it hit me because I've heard that, from like a scientific standpoint, most humans, your body keeps growing until you reach the age of 26. And I'm 26 now. And at 26, you stop growing and you start shrinking. And slowly your health just continues to degrade until eventually you die. And I don't know, it hit me. I'm 26 now, which means, I can no longer be considered young. I am now dying. I am one of the dying. I am slowly fading away to my death. That's what started it, at least. That's what set it off. And now since then, everything just piling on top of each other, and it just kind of catapulted me into this horrible spiral. Everything goes wrong. It's been a busy week. I mean, what work was hell. So many damn customers. One night we had a private party where every single one of them was gluten-free. And then it's been a long week, and I've got a lot of other stuff in my personal life that I want to do that I never get to do because of all the other obligations I have between work and, I have to sleep, otherwise I won't be able to work well, and trying to start the company, which is just, we're kind of fucked right now. And I mean, we got to the same point that we got to last year, and then last year we ended up delaying it and then calling it off completely. Now we've delayed it and started from square one. Though to me, since we keep going backwards, it kind of feels like we're on square -3 right now, and we gotta fight our asses off to get back to square zero so that we can then progress to square one. I mean, that might just be me overreacting, but I don't know, I want to have low expectations. Because for me, low expectations means happiness. Because for me, hope is the greatest enemy of a smile. Because hope leads to nothing but disappointment. I can be sad every day of my life, and I'm just okay with that. I just accepted the fact that that's part of my life. But then I have hope. I have hope that things can somehow get better, and then they don't. And they don't necessarily get worse either, but because I expected better and I tried for it, and I failed, and it hits me twice as hard, and now suddenly, I find myself like wanting to kill myself again. I go 2 years without asking a girl out. Is it lonely? Sure. But I masturbate, I cry myself to sleep, and then I wake up the next morning, everything is fine. Then I ask, over a couple months span, I ask a few girls out, and they all turn me down. And I'm too sad, and I don't feel like masturbating at all, and instead of wanting to cry, I just want to say fuck it and just jump out the window, land head first on the concrete, let my skull split open, just brain, blood scattered everywhere, just die. Life is so hard, and it never gets better. And the only time that I ever seem to be happy is when I allow myself to feel satisfied. When I say to myself, your life is never gonna get better, so just be happy with what you do have. And then suddenly I still feel like shit, but I mean that my dilemma is either I'm a miserable slob who wastes his entire life just waiting for the day he dies, or I believe in miracles and I fight for every single dream and I fail every single time and then end up being a miserable slob who wastes his life away until the day he dies. It seems like no matter what I do, I'm gonna lose. But trying to make it better only makes me feel worse than ever before. The pain is so intensified and magnified because at least if I don't try, I can always say, well, if I did try, then I could make my life better. But then when I actually do try and it's not doesn't happen, then what do I have to tell myself? It's my birthday. It's not the first one I've celebrated, but it makes you realize how much time can change everything. Because 10 years ago on this day, if you had asked me, I would have told you that I still believed in everything. Still believed in true love and that I'd be married someday with 5 kids and I'd be living a dream job as a screenwriter in Hollywood. And now, here I am. And in my art, back then I honestly believed that dreams could come true if you just worked hard enough for long enough. But now, I believe that I'm never gonna have a good job, one that I actually enjoy going to every day. I believe that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life doing manual labor, and I'll never save up enough money to actually retire. Because by the time I start reaching the age where I'm old enough to retire, just before it starts happening, I'll start getting injured, medical bills will start piling up, and I'm gonna have to keep working to make sure those get paid off. But it'll have to be a less physically demanding job, and so I'll either have to pay money to go back to school, get some, new certifications, bullshit or whatever, so I can have a decent, high-paying job that doesn't put a lot of stress on me, or once again continue to do menial labor for as cheap as anyone's willing to pay me. Which by then, sure, minimum wage will have increased, but so will the prices. The prices will always increase. You know, at times like this, I can kind of understand why there are so many religious people on the planet. Because sometimes in life there are just no answers. And you feel so powerless. And you just want to know how to fix everything, but you can't. You can't fix a goddamn fucking thing. And you just want to know that there's some reason for it all. I wish that tears held some sort of magical power. Because if all the tears that I cried could bring me joy and happiness, I would be the richest man in the world. And I don't mean rich as in money. I mean, I'd have plenty of that, but I mean rich as in a happy, healthy lifestyle that I truly enjoy. But no, here's don't do a goddamn thing but make your face wet.